This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The first U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots donation drive in Moses Lake Wednesday evening was a huge success.
Central Washington is mourning the death of a political powerhouse today.
In the wake of a newly formed group's plans to open the Wenatchee Valley's first ever charter school,
there are 3 Grant County schools that are part of the SCAC: Royal, Wallou, and Warden.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The first U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots donation drive in Moses Lake Wednesday evening was a huge success. Marines teamed up with Moses Lake Police, many of them former Marines themselves, to collect toys to go to local children in need. For about 3 hours at the Moses Lake Walmart Wednesday evening, shoppers filled boxes and carts full of toys. Some donors even brought by boxes and bags of new toys, and police made several pickups at Moses Lake area homes.
Yeah, so we do this every year, and the goal is for every kid to have a wonderful Christmas, even if they can't afford it. So people will just come and donate whatever they can.
Moses Lake Police estimate that a couple thousand toys were donated, valued at well over $10,000. Captain Mike Williams said the event by far exceeded their expectations, thanks again to the generosity of the community. Moses Lake Police are hoping to make Toys for Tots an annual event in the community. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Central Washington is mourning the death of a political powerhouse today. Freddie Simpson, longtime chair of the Chelan County Republican Party and a state delegate to the Republican National Committee, died December 12th. In her career, Simpson was elected to the RNC in 2006 and served as a national delegate in every presidential election since. She attended the inauguration of Donald Trump as president in 2017 and was a longtime ally of Dino Rossi in his failed bids for the governorship and the U.S. Congress. Marcy Collins has been a Republican County Committee member since the early 1990s and worked with Simpson for years.
She was a force to be reckoned with. You know, shoes on, gloves off. Go get 'em, girl. And she knew no stranger.
Unite with the Republican Party, and let's take back our country, and let's take back our state. Thank you, and God bless you.
Simpson's work helped keep the Republicans as the dominant party for decades in Chelan County, although independent and Democratic candidates surged into county offices and the House of Representatives in last month's elections. When she wasn't organizing and campaigning, Freddie Simpson and her husband Bruce ran Simpson Jewelers, a Wenatchee mainstay just across the street from Marcy Collins' clothing store.
Freddie and Bruce had a love like no other. They were so close, and their son came. She was proud of him as could be, so her family was #1.
Simpson announced last month she had been diagnosed with cancer in September. Freddie Simpson was 68. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
in the wake of a newly formed group's plans to open the Wenatchee Valley's first ever charter school, iFIBER 1 News is taking an in-depth look at the charter school system in Washington State with a series we are calling Charter Schools 101. This week, our series continues with a closer look at the staffing and classroom structuring for Wenatchee's first ever potential charter school. The group's preliminary board of directors consists of 6 members who are committed through May of 2019, including charter school co-founders Sarah Rolfs and Rick Ray. However, this number is expected to increase once they are ready to start formulating an application for state accreditation as a charter school.
So it's actually the board that applies for the charter application. So the board will be working with us next year in writing that application along with our instructional leader. So we will actually expand the board to probably about maybe 9, maybe as many as 11, to build that out.
Those serving on the expanded board of directors will also be heavily involved in a number of other panels and committees the charter school group intends to implement.
Yeah, in addition to this key founding board of directors, we'll have multiple advisory groups and additional board groups. We're in the process of designing a parent advisory committee. We also really want student voice at the table. We'll also be having a student advisory council. But the next kind of board entity will be this instructional design board or instructional design committee that really goes out, starts selecting curriculum, starts researching and recruiting teachers, will be a key player in the hiring of our instructional leader.
Similar to the plan for its board of directors, the Wenatchee Charter School Group will look to install a basic administrative team with a central leadership role that can be expanded as the school's needs grow.
Early leadership structure will be an instructional leader. It might be an executive director or a principal. We haven't decided exactly what that title looks like. Another huge part of this school will be family and community engagement. We'd like to have a full-time director of family and community engagement, reaching into the community on a daily basis. We also will need a director of operations. So that will be kind of the key leadership administrative team to start out.
In our next installment of Charter Schools 101, we'll explore what guidelines a charter school in Washington State must follow for assembling its student body and how extracurricular services, which are customary at a public school, are made accessible to those who attend a charter school. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
There are 3 Grant County schools that are part of the SCAC: Royal, Wahluke, and Warden. Last season, Royal and Wahluke boys basketball made it to the state playoffs, with Royal finishing 4th in state, while Warden missed the postseason. This season is still young, but so far local schools have gotten off the hot starts. The Royal Knights are undefeated through the 2 games of the season they've played so far, outscoring their opponents by a combined 121-60. The Wahluke Warriors have also looked sharp in this young season. The Warriors won their first 3 games before dropping their 4th one by only 3 points. The Warden Cougars are 2-2 on the season, with wins over Granger and Mabton and losses to Natchez Valley and Columbia Burbank. Conference play starts this Friday, and teams will get right to work against tough opponents. Royal and Connell will duel this Friday evening, while Warden will host Riverview the same Friday. Wahluke will start conference play by traveling to Keona Benton. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.